Good evening, I'm Terry Moran. Do you believe in the devil? Do you think the devil is just a myth, a symbol for all the evil in the world? Or do you believe that there is a real and terrifying supernatural being who tempts men and women to do wrong, attacks their lives, even takes over their bodies? Tonight, we take you to the front lines of the battle against the devil. You will meet people who not only believe in the reality of Satan, they believe they have fought with him personally. They believe their souls, their very lives were at stake in their battle with the devil.
Is that your name? Is that your name?
Help me.
You have no help. You have no help. You're on your own.
You are getting an extraordinary and rare glimpse inside the secret world of exorcisms.
Stop, I'm done, I'm done.
The priest performing the rite here did not want to be identified. The woman who was exorcised is Becky Parker, and she is still haunted by the memory of what she says was her possession by demons.
Oh, no.
Leave.
No! No!
Leave now, I command you.
I know what they look like. I know how big they are. I know where they are in my body.
She believes she was first attacked by demons years ago as a teenager, a time when she felt far from any faith or belief. Becky triumphed over a tough life. She says she was a victim of abuse as a child, turned to decades of drug abuse, dabbled in the occult. It was a journey to the dark side of life.
Was drinking by 8, smoking marijuana by 12, freebasing cocaine at 16, injecting heroin by 19 on a daily basis. What I know to be true is by me opening that door with the drugs, it gave Satan a way in.
You think a door was opened?
Yes. I know it. It gave him an opening, and it led to devastating things.
By her 30s, she says with utter conviction, she was possessed by demons, as many as 8 of them over many, many years.
You will not swear in this church.
ABC News licensed this extraordinary footage of Becky's exorcism from a Catholic film company called Paulist Productions. It was shot by producer Barbara Ganji, who decided to film Becky after witnessing one of her episodes.
Her eyes went dark, her face distorted, and she started snarling at me, and she said in this very strange voice,
You don't know what you're in for. They don't like you. I wasn't even thinking. And then I ended up on the floor right here and contorting and screaming.
It was the turning point of Becky Parker's life. Barbara Ganji put her in contact with a local Catholic priest who said the prayers of deliverance over her. What was it like?
I hated him. Like, I wanted to hurt him. I was wanting to kick him and spit on him and hurt him and get away from him. I was screaming. I was contorting. I don't know what languages I was talking in. I mean, this went on for 2.5 hours. I was exhausted.
Do you remember feeling that there were demons being expelled? Do you remember feeling being liberated, delivered?
Yeah.
You remember that?
Yeah.
What was it like?
The first time it happened was the most intense. My body totally collapsed. I never felt that type of relaxation.
Let it go.
And so she says she was delivered.
Let it go.
Father Gary Thomas is an exorcist, although he did not perform Becky's exorcism.
Father, is the devil real? I do believe the devil is real. I've had occurrences and experiences in my life where I believe I've seen the devil. I've seen demons, but you don't see Satan in the same way that you and I are looking at each other.
There's plenty of evil in the world. God knoweth that, you might say. The Holocaust, Columbine, serial killers, plenty of cruelty, mayhem, and murder. But the devil?
Satan is a pure spirit. He's an angel who fell. Certainly when I've been involved in the ministry of exorcism and at times prayed with people who have had a demonic attachment, I have seen Satan.
Satan, Lucifer, he is the personification of evil, a fallen angel in the Christian tradition who rebelled against God himself and is the author of all lies, the tempter of men and women to their immortal doom. Many different faiths profess a belief in a devil or devils. Humanity's fascinated by him and by the age-old battle against him.
Get out, spirit of heroin, get out.
But there are some who believe people like Becky are mentally broken and that priests performing exorcisms put lives at risk.
People who are in that kind of condition are oftentimes potentially suicidal. And if they're not getting the proper treatment, they could kill themselves. I mean, we're diagnosing diseases now with brain scans that we couldn't diagnose even 2 and 3 years ago. The fact that some priest using 12th century technology can cure somebody is absurd.
How do you know that someone is possessed by a demon rather than just someone who's under tremendous psychological strain?
There are specific signs. For example, if a person has an aversion to walking into a church and not being able to view a crucifix or an image of Christ. Another sign could very well be if a person possesses a competency in a language that they otherwise couldn't speak.
If people can give me explanations why someone is levitating or speaking in foreign languages, fine. I think the traditional view that these people are probably possessed by a demon is actually the more logical one.
Richard Gallagher is a psychiatrist. He's also the only doctor on the board of the International Association of Exorcists.
The vast majority of people who feel they're attacked by demons turn out to have a psychiatric problem. Some have a medical problem. They might have a withdrawal reaction from drugs, and they think that they're seeing the devil or hearing the devil.
But you've seen the real deal.
In my opinion, I've seen the real deal.
I'm telling you that if one person hears this and just believes, just go talk to somebody, because you're not sick. It's not an illness. You're not bad. It's not your fault.
Becky Parker is just one of millions who believe in Satan and in his influence. Her story is shocking to many, but central to Christianity. The Gospels are full of stories of Jesus casting out demons. In the Gospel of Mark, he says, "In my name shall you cast out devils." More and more today, across the world, that is exactly what Catholic priests and others are trying to do. And so we traveled to Italy to meet one of the world's leading exorcists, Father Francois Dermine. Is this ministry a battle? Do you feel like a soldier in a war?
Yes, I do. I feel that I'm in the middle of a battle.
You're talking directly,
Directly.
you believe, to Satan.
Yes, yes. When the person demonstrates clear signs of an evil influence, I talk directly to the devil.
Are you under attack? Are you threatened?
Yes. Oh, that's normal. In the cases of possession, it's normal to be threatened.
And in footage like this, an exorcism performed by an Italian bishop, it is easy to see why Father Dermine and the other exorcists believe they are under attack, threatened, but not afraid.
Jesus says that God does not allow the devil to tempt a person above his strength. The forces of light and God himself is superior. If we are acting in the name of God, he has to obey.
And next we'll head back to the States to meet a mother who says she faced a terrifying decision.
Satan actually came to me and told me if I didn't take my life, he would take my son's.
Her story is deeply disturbing, as you will see when we travel to another of the front lines in the battle against the devil.
All the way up. All the way up. Get down. All the way up. All the way up. Get out of God's people right now in Jesus Christ's name. Get out of God's people right now in Jesus.
The battle with the devil's not just taking place in the hallowed halls of the Vatican. It happens in hamlets like East Aurora, New York, too, a suburb of Buffalo, where we went in search of a woman who says she was saved from Satan. Diane Kohler says she struggled with depression her whole life, but it wasn't until she became born again that her spiritual battle truly began.
Satan just it was like all hell broke loose. The demons just came against me.
And one night, she says, she was visited by the devil.
Satan actually came to me and told me if I didn't take my life, he would take my son's. He showed me a gun and he wanted me to take it. I knew if I took the gun, that I would be gone.
Diane resisted, laughed off the incident until 2 years later when her son, Timothy, committed suicide.
He put his head on a rock, and when I came around the barn, I could see his legs crossed. He had taken a deer slug and he put it down his throat.
She says psychiatry and medication didn't help her depression, and Diane decided to kill herself. She says she would have done it if she hadn't found Pastor John Gogan. She had heard him on a local Christian radio station speaking about the devil.
The devil doesn't like anybody. In fact, he hates everybody. But his arms are too short to box with God. So he boxes with us.
Gogan is a conservative evangelical Christian, a graduate of the prestigious Dallas Theological Seminary and pastor of the Agape Bible Fellowship, Diane Kohler's church.
Our church service is pretty, it's normal. You know, we open in prayer, we sing praise songs, we open the Word of God, most importantly.
At first glance, that seems about right. On a recent Saturday, we visited Agape, and it seems like any other church in any other town.